Yes po. Yes po.
Katulong ako, Coach Hayes, pag may nag-chat kasi hindi ko siya na ma-manage yung screen ng chat. Pag along the way, pag may nagtanong, check na lang, pabasa na lang ako, let me know kung may nagtanong or something.
Yes po.
Ayan, thank you. So, ayan, so start ko na.
Sabi pala ni Ate Sheila, kakagising din daw pala niya.
Okay.
Sabi, start na lang daw.
Pwedeng, teka lang ha. Sorry, babalik na rin ko lang to. Pwedeng mag-picture na tayo ngayon habang kami pa tayo. Kasi parang...
Might as well.
Ayan. Ay, Osika!
You missed me. I miss you, Mar.
Ang original North American na madam. Ayan, pwedeng picture muna tayo mga coaches. Labas niyo muna yung mga Celavive beauties niyo. Yan. Dok, ay, ano expectation mo? Huwag ka na napipressure ako sa'yo. Joke. Picture muna tayo. Okay lang? Ayan. Coach, ayan. May guest ako dito ha. Sinabi ko may call na friend ako dito. Ayan. 1, 2, extreme tayo. 1, 2, 3, smile! Ayan. Salamat. Doc, gusto mo mag-share sa expectation mo? Anong gusto mong matutunan? Or ano
expectation sa sa training na to? Gusto kong matutunan how to small talk.
How to small talk. Wow.
Kasi yun yung problema ko kasi, parang sinasabi nila na bibili na yan ako soon. So, hindi ko na alam paano i-approach on the next few days. Kasi parang yun. Okay. Hindi ko na alam kung ano yung dapat kong itanong, kung yun.
Ayan.
There. So, yun ang gusto ko sanang alamin. Kung yun.
So sana matulungan ko po kayo, Doc. Ayan. So, active closing and follow-up. So we start with closing and then we go to follow-up. So let me first introduce a bit of myself for those who don't know me. I'm Grace Rosarito, and I'm currently a bronze director. I'm based in New York City. So you can call me Grace. I'm a premier platinum pay setter. I've been doing USANA for 17 months. So I don't really think it's been that long, 17 months. So 1 year plus pa lang, basically. I'm a mom of 2. And by profession, I'm actually a clinical psychologist, and I used to practice in Singapore and in the Philippines. I'm also a alcohol drug counselor, drug addiction counselor, and then I run a blog as well when I started with USANA. And then I'm part of the Limitless Mompreneurs, and I have business partners and clients in the US, in the Philippines, in Australia, Canada, and Singapore. And I'm also part of Team Thrive by Coach Tara, who's my direct upline. Yan. So yun yung background ko. So you can see ng background ko is not even sales. It's really psychology. And this is so far out from what I really do. So just like most of you, na we start out na walang sales background, it just means that through training and through your desire to learn the business, you can really grow and you can really do this. So hindi kailangan may BS in sales ka or BS USANA, di ba? So walang ganon. Pwede talagang matutunan kung gugustuhin. Yan. So, closing and follow-up. Siguro, I don't know if you guys can relate, pero I'm sure meron na kayong experience siguro na nag-present kayo, tapos baka nga nakailang presentation na, tapos hindi nagpi-pay in. Diba? Nakatry na ba kayo nun? Nag-present, tapos hindi naman nag-pay in?
Yes po.
Lagi. Masakit, di ba? Masakit na masakit na masakit. Tagus sa laman. Di ba? So, you know how we try to learn presentation, di ba? It was just last week that we did how to effectively present. But then it doesn't really end there because you cannot, it doesn't matter if you have 10 presentations and 0 pay-ins. It still doesn't really make the business grow, right? So, mastering, following up, and closing is really important then. Okay? And also, along with this is the skill also of handling objections. Okay? So, ipi-preempt ko lang yon. So, hopefully, through this training, you will learn how to follow up those people who have been presented to, who have said they're not interested, or who have said maybe, or maybe have seen zone you. O, diba? So, hopefully, ma-reach out natin yung mga taong ulit. Yung mga taong yung ulit. Sorry. Bisaya actually ako. Nagpapanggap lang ako nagtatagalog. Ayan. So, how does it start? So, with anything in this business, and we always say this, it's 20% skill, 80% what? Attitude, right? So, it starts with your attitude actually. So, no excuses. So, you cannot say, hindi na lang ako magpa-follow up kasi pagod ako ngayon, or kasi kaka-reject ko lang, baka ma-reject na naman ako. So, mga ganon. Or hindi ako magpa-follow up kasi feeling ko naman, hindi naman din talaga bibili yun eh. May mga ganon. So, no excuses when it comes to following up. And then get yourself in a happy, good mood. Kasi kung mag-follow up ka at mag-closing ka, lalo na pag mag-closing ka after a long presentation and handling objections, you
Coach Grace, excuse me.
Yes.
Coach Grace, can you make me co-host? Kasi may mga nasa waiting room. I'll just let them in.
Ayan. Teka lang ha. Ay, oo nga, meron pala. Ayan, pati si Doc Jet. Si Doxy, yung kausap ko, no? Doxy ba yun or si Coach Hayes?
Yes, si Doxy po.
Ayan, co-host na po.
Yes, ako po.
Ayan. By the way, i-mute all ko lang. Tapos, pag may questions kayo, unmute yourself lang.
Thank you.
Ayan, thank you. Ayan, okay. So it's very important that you always have this positive energy when you do your closing and follow-up. Kasi sino bang gustong magpa-close ng deal kung ang kausap mo ay tamlay na tamlay at lahat ng problema sa mundo ay dala-dala niya, di ba? So hindi. But positive energy actually is contagious. So when they feel your excitement, your passion about it, parang sila mismo parang mapapa-jump out din, di ba? So it's really important that you do the closing and follow up when you're in such a good mood. Kung hindi ka good mood, then pues gawan mo ng paraan yon, okay? Mahirap mag-follow up pag mainit ang ulo mo kasi baka ma-reject ka, baka awayin mo pa yung prospect mo, okay? So bawal mainit ang ulo. And then law of attraction, positive experiences attracts positive experiences. Negative beliefs, negative experiences, negative thoughts attracts negative things as well. So if you want to do this, again, law of attraction, positive begets positive. Okay? And then visualize your success. So wag mong isipin, pa-follow up ko to, hindi naman din to kasi re-reject din ako. Dapat iniisip mo na, di ba? Assume the sale. Lagi nilang sinasabi yon. So visualize your success. Sabi nga ni Simon Chan, ang ginagawa daw niya, pag parang kailangan niya ng boost daw, before daw siya tatawag to somebody to follow up, sinasabi daw niya sa sarili niya, I'm the best, 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 10 times. Until ma-feel niya yung confidence niya, tapos tatawag siya to follow up people. Okay? So we have to be able to do that also ourselves. So why should you be happy? Because prospects want to buy. Dapat isipin natin yun, prospects want to buy. I mean, people buy anything and just about everything anyway, right? I mean, kayo mismo, sa sarili nyo pa lang, everyday, bumibili ba kayo? Di ba bumibili tayo one way, one thing or another may binibili tayo. That's how the economy works. You know, kung wala nang bumibili, wala nang ekonomiya. So, we are part of that economy. So, therefore, we should also expect that prospects actually want to buy. Okay? Para ano tayo, para ganahan tayo. Kasi really people want to buy. It's just a matter of showing them the value of what we are offering them so that they will actually buy it. Okay? So the best time to make the sale is actually immediately after you made a sale. So pag may nakuha kang may na-follow up ka tapos nakuha mo yung sale, that's actually the best time to make more follow-ups. Huwag ka munang mag-celebrate. Okay? Do the whole day of just following up while you feel that certain confidence, diba? Kasi feeling mo, syempre, kaka-sale mo lang, di ba? So you feel good, you feel invincible. So that's actually the good time to make a sale or to follow up on people, especially those people who have not been responsive. Okay? So remember that. After you make a sale, wag magpahinga muna, mag-hustle na mag-hustle, mag-follow up, mag-close, kasi you feel good at that time. Okay? Okay, closing. Okay? So closing is basically, you want the person to take action. Okay? And usually, we do this after a presentation, ang closing. Okay? So when we're doing closing, never make negative prejudgment. Huwag munang pangunahan. Second, have the sincere desire to help people. Okay? Kasi mararamdaman ng tao yun kung binibentahan mo lang talaga siya at nagmamadali kang makabenta sa kanya. You're not even listening to what he needs, to what he wants, to what his concerns are. You just want to close this deal, diba? And it's not like that. And when people feel that way, they actually feel used as well, right? So there's really has to be that desire na I'm actually offering this solution to your problem or to your problem. Okay? Second, people don't buy features. They buy the benefits. So sometimes we're so good at memorizing the features of our products, ingredients, and all, but we fail to actually connect the benefits of our products or the business to the needs of the person that we're talking to. So we have to be able to show them the benefits because that's what they're gonna buy into. Sometimes, yeah, they don't care so much about ingredients. They don't so much care about it's approved by this blah blah blah, and they just want to know what's in it for them. Okay, so we have to learn to turn features into benefits, such as, diba, products are recommended by the doctors. So we have to be able to convey that as the benefit of our products, because our products are recommended by doctors as supplements, not as medications. Okay, so we have to be able to convey that. Another is the business can actually help earn extra income. So again, dapat makita ng kausap mo yun, yung benefit na etong business na ino-offer ko sa'yo is actually hindi kita pinapagastos dito at binibentahan lang para yumaman ako. Actually, this is for you to be able to have an extra income. And they have to be able to see that. Okay? Kasi minsan feeling nila, binibentahan lang ako para magkapera ka. Hindi, it's not about them. Okay? Second, third, we have to be able to show them that it's actually the #1 rated supplements as far as research results are concerned. Okay? So we have to be able to convey that to them. Na #1 rated tayo. Okay? And that means quality. Okay? Kasi syempre, hindi sila, ano yung research? So ano yun? Ganyan. Ang implication nun is sobrang high quality ng product natin, and this will benefit.
Let's cut that one.
Or
Let's cut everything.
okay? Yan. So ask for the sale immediately after the presentation. Okay? Again, ask for the sale immediately.
There's the weeds now.
So you probably have
There's trash
this
can.
parang
Underneath.
errors or okay? Remember,
Uy, this is dangerous.
Light.
ay,
Cups. Your cups.
lang
Daddy, mommy.
yan. Okay. Yan. So, you probably have asked this before. What do you think? Have you tried asking that as closing? What do you think? Naka-ask na ba kayo? Sino pala dito ang nakapag-try ng mag-closing sa presentation? Or during parang a product pitch? Sige, may mga dito, may mga nag-text dito. May nag-text ba? Hello? Sorry, hindi ko makita yung ano nyo ha. Yung
Coach Grace, parang medyo slight humina.
mahina ba?
Volume. Kanina malakas.
What about now? Wala namang
Yes.
Yan, okay na?
Apo. Better.
Yan. Okay, sige. Thank you. So, sino sa inyo ang nakapag-try nyo mag-close for a presentation or for a product pitch? Pitch. pitch. Meron na ba sa inyong nakapag-try ng mag-closing dito?
Yes.
Yan.
Meron, coach.
Yan, nakapag-try na kayo. Ayan. Gusto ko lang malaman para makarelate kayo. So, some of the errors sometimes we ask, what do you think? And apparently, it's the worst question that you can ask for a closing. Okay? Another error naman. I think nagawa ko na to when I was starting my business. I think I've asked, what do you think also? And then another, I think na-ask ko na rin is, do you want to join? O diba? It's the lamest question that you can ask. Okay? Because people don't want to join. So do not use the word join. People want to be involved, to be a part of, to be engaged, but not join. Join daw kasi is parang sounds like very passive. Join ako sa business nyo, di ba ganun? So, try not to use the word join daw. So, use the word engage, involve, be a part of the team, parang ganon, okay? So, if you used to use this as closing questions, then it's time to scratch that out, okay? What you can use instead, you can ask, when do you want to get started? Can we help you fill up the form? Sorry, natatakpan ko siya sa sarili ko. Can we help you fill up the form and choose the package to get you started? Tinatakpan ko ang sarili kong slides. Sorry. Bakit? Ayan. Can we help you to get started? Okay, sorry. Ayan. Okay, so tandaan, no, what do you think? No, do you want to join? Okay. Okay, so let's talk about some closing techniques. And when I was actually studying this presentation, I realized there are really many ways to close the deal. I think it's also about your comfort level. Ano yung personality mo, ano yung personal style mo. Kasi may mga things na kaya mong ibagsak, may mga taong hindi nila kayang ibagsak din yon. Parang handling objections lang yan. There are many ways to do it. So I'm just gonna share to you some things and just see how you can actually use that as your closing, okay? Yan. So first one, what's your story close, okay? And we always say this, facts tell, but stories tell, okay? So it's very important to, even when I was attending USANA University, they actually really talk about, I think we have like an afternoon of session of really just getting to parang enhance the way you tell your story. Because stories are really powerful, di ba? Kaya nga, we watch soap opera, di ba? Kahit 3 taon na hindi pa natatapos, nanonood pa rin tayo kasi stories are really, very parang heartwarming, or it relates close to us emotionally, so ganon. So, when you're telling your story, you have to be able to present all these 3 elements. Before, as in what you were doing before you found USANA. During, which is what was running on your mind during the presentation, and while you were doing USANA already, maybe as a start. And then realizations mo. What made you decide to do USANA? Okay? So know your stories, your own story, and the stories of your teammates as well. Kasi not every story kasi natin nakaka-mirror sa kausap natin. Sometimes, may mga stories ang teammates natin na mas appropriate i-share sa pinipresenta natin. Okay? But you have to be able to know your own story. Ako naman, usually my story goes like this. And it took some time for me to really practice my story, how I'm gonna narrate my story. But my story goes something like, before USANA would be something, hindi ko na iso-story sa yun yung whole, pero generally this is how I would, note in my head. Before USANA is, I used to work in the Philippines. When I was in the Philippines, I was working. I had 2 kids, but I was working. I had 5 jobs. It was something that I love. I love working, honestly. I'm very driven and I love to work. But also at the same time, I was always away from the boys. After 1 month ko palang nanganak sa pangalawa kong boy, I went back to work na. And I did 5 jobs. So when I came to New York, so from having 5 jobs, I actually became a stay-at-home mom full-time. So it was such a shock to my system. na as much as I love being a hands-on mom and wife, a part of me started to really yearn to be doing something more, diba? As much as we love being with our family, there's also a part of you na gusto mo ng sense of achievement among other areas in your life. So, ako, parang, as I start to, um, as time passed by, parang naramdaman ko talaga yung yearning ko na parang nabuboard talaga ako, gusto kong may gawin pa, feeling ko may kaya pa akong gawin, and I start to feel really lonely at home kasi mag-isa lang ako dito and my toddlers, wala akong adult conversation, and then I see people outside, you know, in and out, going to work, going to school, and I was really telling myself, I think I have to do something about what I was feeling talaga, you know. So about that time, so yun yung usual story ko, yung pinagdaanan ko from a full-time working and then working mom and then stay-at-home mom. And then so I started looking for an opportunity. And I really wanted to do something. I just didn't know what was that something. And then it so happened that about a week after I've been thinking about it, Coach Tara actually came and asked me about the business. And this is the second time that she came up to me. The first time was she asked me to try the products. I said it. I actually rejected her. Not naman rejected her, but it was not the good time for me. Kasi we just moved to the US and I was not ready to invest in anything else. I was just concentrated on just settling down. So you know how they say there's never a bad prospect. It's just the wrong timing for a good prospect. Okay, and that's actually true because that's true for me. It was not the wrong. It was just the wrong time. I'm sure for some of you guys, if you were asked about 3 years ago to join the business, you'd probably say no. But then, you know, this time it was just the right time for you. So it's about the good timing for the good prospect. Okay, so that was during. And so when Coach Tara actually approached me, I was already yearning for something. I was already looking for something. Okay, so when I was listening to the presentation, so when I was listening to the presentation, I really leaned in and I wanted to learn. And I saw that this was it. This was something that I was looking for. Okay, USANA had health benefits, which is the first for me. I wanted to be healthy and for my boys. And it also provided the personality development. I mean, na madi-develop ka talaga. It's not just selling. It's really you growing in confidence and your people skills, in presentation, in the way you talk, the way you carry yourself. It's really something that just really makes you grow in totality. And then also the financial benefits and the time freedom and the time freedom that it offers long term, diba? So yun yung mga ano. So parang ganun yung story ko. And then yung mga realizations ko as I started the business. So one of the things is that parang it was really a good investment on my part kasi I can really see the boys and myself very healthy. And in anything naman, diba, that's really the parang first na talaga na benefit pag health talaga. That's a very major thing especially for moms, diba, to see their families healthy. So yun yung mga one of the realizations ko. Ganon. So you can create your story in before, during, and after you're doing while you're doing USANA already. Okay? Pangalawa naman is dreams close. So know their push button nung kausap mo. Okay? And that's why going back to form, it's very important when you're doing form talaga. Or if you're presenting in behalf of somebody, that person, dapat yung nag-form nun, has to be able to tell you kung ano yung nakuha niyang information na needs ng push button, ng hot button sa presentan mo. Kasi importante talaga yun. Kasi how can you expect people to buy the product or to get into the business when you don't even know their reason for buying the product or their reason for going into the business, diba? So when you sell, it's not just you selfishly just thinking, oh, I want to sell you this, I want to sell you that. But it's more of, ano yung gusto nila?
Yes, Coach Grace.
Hello?
Pwede intermission muna. Can you can you make, if it's okay with Coach Hazel, can you make her host?
Okay. Wala ba si Doc, ano?
Si Doxy, may mini emergency daw eh.
Okay. Andyan pa ba si
Thank
Coach
you.
Lee?
Thank you.
Hindi
Coach Hazel is here.
asking.
Mga
I need to leave as well because mag-enroll pa ako ng aking anak. But congrats, Coach Grace. Ang galing-galing ng training mo.
Wow.
Grabe. At malurin itong si Coach Grace. Makinig kayo. Grabe. Director yan in ilang ano ba yun? 6 months lang yata.
6 months.
Online pa. Sila ni Coach Charles. Bye!
Ayan, thank you.
Bye, Doc. We miss you.
We miss you. By the way pala, ang context pala ng business ko para maintindihan nyo rin is I'm doing it basically about 90% online. So, siguro yung mga examples ko minsan parang more of online din talaga siya kasi I've probably just done one live presentation for somebody's guest here. So I'm really doing this 90% online. I'm growing my business online. I'm prospecting, following up, closing online. Okay? So ganun yung context din ng the way I do the business. Okay? So yun. So pangalawa is dream close, yung push button nga. So you can say something like, how long will it take you to achieve this in your current job? So dapat ano yung push button? Let's say, gusto kong makapag-ipon ng down payment sa bahay, 'di ba? Parang common 'yon. So, so dapat alam mo 'yon. 'Yun yung parang isa sa mga push button niya or yung mga gusto niyang ma-goal. Okay? So, then you ask something like, sa current job mo ngayon, how long will it take you to be able to save up for a down payment? Okay? So, let's say, I don't know, sige let's sabi niya, 5 years na ipon. Down payment, ganon. Okay? And then you ask, do you see this business as a way to actually help you achieve your dreams? Which is do you see Usana as a way specifically to help you na makaipon ka faster than 5 years for your down payment sa house? 'Di ba? So, then you ask that, syempre, sasagutin niya. Siyempre, iba din yung may job ka, pero iba din yung may Usana ka rin na side business. Diba? And even eventually, if you do this full time. So, i-connect mo yung gusto niya down payment, which is na bang down payment ngayon? Mga 300,000 pesos, which is, I'm not sure. But, then you compute that. On the average, if you do Usana business, and let's say you really work and really build your business, in a year's time, I would think in a year's time, you'd probably have 100,000? Tama ba, Coach? Go director itong katabi ko eh. So, I think it's possible to get 100,000.
Or more.
Yeah, or more. Yeah,
It
definitely.
depends on your effort.
Yeah,
time.
so kita ko yon sa sarili kong fruits. 200,000 is definitely workable. So, can you imagine if you have an extra 100,000 in a year? And, in 3 years, actually 300,000 na, 'di ba? Hindi pa na-touch yung hindi pa na-touch yung sweldo mo nun. Okay? So, ipakita mo sa kanya paano makakatulong specifically. Hindi lang parang, oh, this is gonna help you with your dreams, 'di ba? It has to be really specific and you have to be able to connect that specifically sa gusto niyang mangyari. As specific as computing. 'Di ba? Kung may papel ka, ipakita mo. Let's say 100,000 in a year. By 3 years, may 300,000 ka na. In this 5 years, sa current job mo, para makapag-ipon ng 300,000, makikita mo 3 years, 300,000 na. O, 'di ba? Pag napakita mo yon, sigurado ako makikita niya yung benefit of signing up and doing the business.
We can use actual income.
Oo, sa average. Okay, another one is yan, magbilis po. So, alam mo, gamit na gamit ko sa mga taong nagsasabi na wala akong kilala. Okay? So, yan. So, sabihin mo, wala akong kilala. Ang tanong ko is, meron ka bang, meron ka ba sa mom side mo may diabetes, cancer, high blood sa mom side mo. Siyempre, I'm sure sasabihin niyan meron. Ayan. So, sino-sino sila? Si auntie, si uncle, si auntie, si uncle. Ayan. So, what about sa dad side mo? Meron ka bang matutulungan na may diabetes, cancer, high blood also? Siyempre, sasabihin niyan, meron talaga. O, ito, yung cousin ko, yung pamangkin ko, ganito, ganito. So, makikita mo, sa family mo pa lang, ang dami mo ng potential na matutulungan. Tama? Siyempre, sasabihin yung tama. Gusto mo ba silang matulungan? Siyempre, gusto. Ayan. O, ayan na. Nag-start ka na sa closing mo. Diba? So, hindi, makikita nila na yung sinasabi nilang wala akong kakilala at ayaw akong magbenta-benta, na-shift mo sa may kakilala ka, even within your family, at may matutulungan ka. Hindi to benta-benta. Ito ay matutulungan mo. Okay? So again, it's the use also of the language and the delivery of with confidence. Okay? So product recommendation approach. Huwag niyong kalimutan yan kasi gamit na gamit yan sa sinasabing wala akong mabibentahan. Okay? Fourth, Tagalog na Tagalog ako. Smart positioning approach. So you can actually draw this and you can see, make the person see, ganito kasi yun. Right now, ito yung organization ko. So i-drawing mo. Tapos pakita mo, kung magjo-join ka ngayon, eto friend, eto sis, eto ka, okay? Dito sa left side, eto ka. Tapos, may potential akong mga new associates pang magsa-sign up because I'm also actively prospecting and presenting. And possibly, I can help put one person, at least one associate under your organization. Okay? And that can 50% makakatulong na sa'yo yon kasi that's one leg already, right? So, if magjo-join ka ngayon, makukuha mo yung benefit na yon. Yung points aakyat sa'yo. Okay? At may tao ka na sa organization mo. On the other hand, pag, let's say, sabi mo, pag-iisipan mo pa, let's say, sabi mo, maybe sa next month, ganun, baka, friend, ito yung mangyari. O, just drawing mo, di ba? Tapos makikita mo, ikaw to, yung new associates kong na-add sa team, nasa taas sila sa'yo at ikaw yung nasa baba. So instead of ikaw ang makakakuha ng points nila, ikaw ang tao sa organization nila sa baba. So wala kang tao sa baba mo pa. So napakita mo sa kanila yung sense of urgency doon. Okay? I actually did this during my run. I just ran for bronze last March 30. And this was something I really did and I find it really helpful. This was something that I drew. Makikita mo, hindi ako magaling na mag-drawing, obviously. Pero, you know what I did? I drew this for each of my prospects na inaantay kong ma-close ko yung deal. So, I drew this and you can see Ate Elma is actually here and this is something that I sent her. This is true to life story. Pinadala ko talaga sa kanya to, dinno ko siya. And I showed her the potential people that will be signing up. If she signs up now, then mauuna siya dun sa mga tao sa baba niya. And I even put specifically ilang points kada tao sa baba niya para ma-visualize niya talaga. Like si Yen, she's buying about 400 points. May pay-in pa si Coach Tara. So ganito, ganyan. So makikita niya na ang smart position niya talaga is dapat kung kukunin niya to ngayon, yung sense of urgency, kung kukunin niya to ngayon is makaka-benefit talaga siya. Okay? And that's 50% effort done on her part in terms of starting to build her organization. So sino bang hindi gusto ng 50% effort done? Diba? Kayo, gusto niyo ba ng 50% effort done?
Yes.
Yes. Yan. So, yun.
Yes.
Yan. So you can actually do this. And I've done this a few times already, and it actually really helps visualize. People are very visual. When you explain abstract concepts to them, parang ang hirap imaginein sa mind nila. Pero when you show them something, it has more impact. Tama? Yun. And another closing is box up kind of close. Box up close. So marami siyang way. You can say on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your interest level? Okay? So, sabihin mo, let's say, magpangalan nga tayo. Let's say si Anne. Wala bang Ann dito? Kanaya. Ann, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your interest level? Based on, after seeing the presentation, where are you right now? Okay, so 1 to 4 being that you have some questions and concerns right now. 5 to 7 is you want to try the products first. 7 to 10 is you want to get started right away. Okay? So yon. And when you actually throw in these closing questions or closing statements, after you say it, be quiet. Wag mo nang maraming sasabihin kasi baka mamali pa yung sasabihin mo. The more you say, the more mali, di ba? So, be quiet, deliver it, and then be quiet. And wait for them to really look them in the eye. Of course, do not stare, just look them in the eye, and then smile, and then just wait for their answer. Anticipate. Show them that you're excited to hear what they have to say. Okay? Hindi yung parang nanginginig ka habang tinaantay mo yung sagot niya kasi baka zero. Meron parang zero ka, not interested. So yan. So, dapat pakita mo na confident ka, nag-aantay ako sa sagot mo, kikinig ako, ayan, tinitignan kita, sagutin mo ako. Magdasal ka quietly sa head mo. So, if not 10, ask what info do I need to give you to move you up to 10. Okay? Is there anything ba that I can answer for you or I can address for you that will help you move from, let's say, you're 7 right now to maybe a 10? Is there anything that I can share to you or I can give to you as information? Okay? Another way is, if I can answer, let's say, 3 doubts or 3 objections, or if I can answer all your objections, will you join? Okay. Ay, hindi nga pala join. Will you be part of the team? Dapat pala, will you be part of the team? So if I can answer, I would probably say, if I can answer all your objections, will you be part of the team? Will you get started? Okay? Another way is, where are you right now in your level of interest? But this is letters naman, hindi siya number na range. So A, you want to get started today. B, you have some questions that I can answer for you. C, you want to be a product user for now. And then if they say C, then you better ask what products and you better list it down para recorded talaga. Okay? So you can ask that, A, B, or C. Okay? So you can see here sa questions, walang, what do you think? Or do you want to join? Parang gusto ko mag-join? Ganun. Walang ganon, okay? So very specific siya. So naka-box up din siya kasi it has limit, it puts a border on what they can answer lang for you. It's not very broad that they can just give you random vague answers. Okay, it's very specific, and that helps you determine also where they are, so you know what your plan of action is. Another way is potential income and growth. So pwede mong ipakita ang potential income nila if they're gonna join the business. So like this one, you can again plot this one, or as Coach Irie said, this is actually available in the hub also, yung mga average ng earnings also. Meron silang parang based sa data nila ng USANA kung ilan yung mga percent ng kumikita ng associates at how much yung general average ng kinikita. Or although you can just make it simple, just look at this one. If you become a gold director, this is the potential weekly commission. So, isusulat mo. And then, if nag-PPS ka pa, this is your potential matching bonus. And then, leadership bonus, weekly bonus. So, ipapakita mo sa kanila. Ako naman, depende din sa psychological wallet ng kausap ko. Kasi minsan, what I've learned is minsan when you start to people, you actually, when you show to people, and you parang show them very big, minsan actually, na hindi ko alam kung na-try nyo na ba yun, na nagsabi kayo ng amount, pero parang weird, parang hindi sila nangyala. Na-try nyo na ba yun na gano'n? Parang nagpakita kayo ng maybe cheque ni Doc Jet. Doc Jet talaga example. Sabi na, gano'n. So, parang minsan, ay na-realize ko, kasi hindi pa malaki yung psychological wallet nila. They cannot imagine that big of an amount. That it sounds to them like it's a joke or it's a scam. So, pag ganun naman, what I actually saw instead are the smaller na pwede nilang makita. na extra, kitain na extra, pero helpful enough, significant enough. So I would say, let's say you can actually earn, let's say, potentially like $200 a week, which is, magkano ba ng $100 a week sa Pilipinas? 10,000? 10,000. Yan. So, 10,000. Let's say may extra 10,000 ka in a month, in a week. So in a month, that's 40,000. Makakatulong ba yon sa'yo? Pag may extra 40,000 ka ngayon, will that help sa household mo, sa mga bills mo? Makakatulong ba yon? Sabihin nila, oh, syempre, laki na, di ba? Pero actually, hindi pa yung ganyan kalaki. We're not talking about 100,000, ganyan. But if you show them an amount that is realistic, also not too big, na parang impossible sa kanila. Parang kang nagsascam na sa kanila, nagpa-promise ka ng something na baka hindi totoo sa feeling nila. It's also good to adjust it in a level na just thinking na may extra 20,000 ka in a month. Will that help? Of course, it will help, right? In the Philippines, right? Anong magagawa ng 20,000? Saan aabutin ang 20,000 mo? Oh, di ba? So, syempre, sasagot yan, gano'n. So, mapapakita mo sa kanya, helpful pala, no? Kahit side income pa lang to, yung 20,000 na yun, ang dami pala niyang maitutulong sa'yo. So, again, napakita mo sa kanya yung potential income. Kahit hindi ka nag-promise ng sobrang laking kita. Okay? And ako, I tend to not promise big incomes. I don't even promise anything, but I want to show them that it can be potentially as an extra income also. Okay? And then yes, alternative choice close. So nakikita mo dito, are you going to be two questions. Are you going to be a product user or a business builder? 1 or 3 business centers. So you don't actually give room for people to be, I don't know, maybe, so you can ask them, product user or business builder, 1 or 3 business centers. Okay? Another one is time freedom. So example nito, again, this has, it's about computation. Let's say you want to save up 9.6 million. Okay? If you, let's say wala kang, meron kang sweldo or meron kang kinikitang business, let's say 20,000. How long will it take you to get to 9.6 million? So that would be about 40 years. But let's say with the potential income of Usana, either as a side business or as a full-time business, let's say on the average, you can earn 50,000 in a year, which is 200 in a year, which is about 4,000 pesos. If I get it right, 4,600 ata every month yon. So in 200,000, ang 200,000 para makamit mo yung 9.6 million would just take you 16 years. So can you imagine you have saved 9.6 million in 16 years. So ilan ang nakat sa years mo sa pagtatrabaho? 24 years, di ba? 40 minus 16, 24 years. So you are able to save with your goal 24 years faster. That means 24 years of more time to enjoy what you want to pursue. More time to enjoy with your family. 24 years earlier in retirement. So, lalo-lalo sa mga taong gustong mag-retire. So, napaka-helpful nun. Sasabihin mo, gusto mo bang mag-retire early? Look at the time freedom that Usana actually offers. Because if you remember, wealth, the second dimension of wealth is actually time freedom. Kasi pwede naman tayo magtrabaho eh. Hanggang 80 years old, pwede tayo magtrabaho. Pero yun ba yung gusto mo? Yun ba yung gusto mong gawin sa life mo until 80 years old ka magtrabaho ka? Tapos magre-retire ka, pwede mo nang ma-enjoy yung pera mo. Pero 80 years old ka na. Yun ba yung gusto mo? Kasi Usana is actually a better option. Okay? So yun. Another one is, you can use this also. You can check this out in the internet. Usana versus traditional business or franchise cost. Okay? So, nasa internet to, pwede nyo siyang i-download and makikita mo, magkano yung, kasi lalo-lalo na sa OFW, may yung gusto nilang mangyari na mga businesses. Nakaano na ba kayo na, sino dito ang nakaano na parang mas gusto nila yung, magpa-franchise na lang ako? or mag-open ako ng ganun. May ano ba sa inyo dito na nakakam across?
Yes.
Yes.
Ako, Coach Chris.
Anong franchise yun?
Ako yun,
Andox.
gusto ko mag-franchise.
Ay, ikaw
Potato Corner.
Ay, si Coach Lala ba yan? Hindi ko kasi yung nakikita.
Yes!
Ayan, Potato Corner.
Ayun!
Ayan, Coach Lala, 200,000 lang naman to 1.2 million.
Tama.
Yan. Tapos ang Usana, para mag-open ka, 40,000, 3 business centers na yon, di ba? 40,000.
Tama.
Oh, ayan. So, makikita nyo, may mga iba kasing tao, parang ang dali-dali nilang magsabi na, kasi naisip namin mag-franchise na lang kami kasi yun daw yung uso ngayon sa Pilipinas, lalo na sa mga OFWs, diba? Pero hindi nila nakikita, actually, ang laki ng cost nun. Unless you have extra money to burn in case it doesn't work, then, it's really not a good option. But hey, if you have extra 1.2 million and if it doesn't work, that's okay with you, then, so be it, you can open a franchise. And you have to make them see na, yun nga, yung sinabi ko, magkano tong franchise, Potato Corner, like yung sinabi ni Coach Lala. So, ang investment, ipakita mo sa kanya, ito po yung investment noon, 200,000 to 1.2 million. Kumpara sa Usana po, ang startup ng Usana is low risk kasi low startup. As much as 20,000 to 40,000, meron ka ng business. So, ang bawi din nun sa return of investment is saan ba mas mabilis? Yung 40,000 or yung 1.2 million? Sa tingin nyo lang. Return of income natin. Anong mas mabilis bawiin? 40,000 or 1.2 million? So, syempre, sasagot siya, di ba?
40,000.
40,000. Ayan. So makikita, syempre, ipapakita niyo yun. Tapos, sasabihin nyo, tandaan nyo po, ang traditional business is, meron pa yung kalakip na pwesto, magbabayad ka pa ng tao, unless mag-resign ka sa trabaho mo na manager, tapos ikaw ang magbibenta ng Potato Corner na tapos meron pa yung utilities, diba? So, hindi lang yan 1.2 million. Okay? So, ayun. So, basically, i-compare mo sa kanya yung kung gusto niya, this is applicable to those people who have been thinking about franchise, diba? So, ipapakita mo, Usana, investment, yes, you do have to invest. Just like any business, you do have to invest. Hindi naman to freebie na, it's really a business, so you have to invest, but it's low startup cost. That means low risk also, and that means faster return of investment compared to all these things that you are seeing here. So you can Google this. I forgot which website this was, but I think it says Entrepreneur Campfire. I'm not sure, but I'm sure you can Google this. I think it was Compare Mo. Not sure if it's Compare Mo, but this is a good closing. This is actually part of my slide also. Itong na-screenshot ko, this is a part of my slide. Okay? And then lastly, is show them success stories of people that they can mirror to. So ako, sa closing slides ko, sa presentation ko, may ini-screenshot ako. Inaalam ko muna. Let's say si Coach Lala. So mom siya. Itong pipresentan ko, mommy to. Working mom siya. So, maghahanap ako. Ang gagawin ko niyan, magsustalk ako ng mga mentors and coaches natin na makaka-relate, like si Coach, let's say, si Miss Lala. Miss Lala pa siya. Makaka-relate siya. So, maghahanap ako ng mommy, ng working mom, syempre, nag-work, tapos mommy, tapos successful sa Usana business. So, maghahanap ako, mag-screenshot ako niyan. Tapos, yun yung ipapakita kong success stories sa kanya. So, ganun yung ginagawa ko. Or kung lalaki naman, maghahanap ako ng mga successful lalaki coach or millennials, maghahanap ako ng mga batang coaches natin and mentors na successful na. Tapos, ilalagay ko yan sa closing slides ko. Isustalk ko literally yung Facebook page nila, yung screenshot ko. Tapos, pinapakita ko sa pinipresentan ko. Tapos, kinukwento ko yung story nung mga success stories ng mga taong pinapakita ko. Kasi hindi naman all the time, di ba, nakaka-relate sila sa'yo. Like, ako, mommy ako. What if millennial yung pinipresentan for? What if lalaki? Or what if working mom? Di ba? So, I would have to find more people that are more relatable for her or for him. Okay? So that's number 10. Okay? So if you don't close, you don't help people. Remember that. If you don't close properly, you don't help people. Remember, you close the sale within the 48-hour rule. So within the first 2 days, tama? So, huwag ka nang mag-antay ng next month bago mo i-follow up. By the time nag-follow up ka next month, may nag-sign up na siya sa kabila, okay? So, or nag-sign up na siya, masaklap, hindi sa'yo sana, sa ibang sa ibang company. So, 48-hour rule. Remember that. Sometimes, the best things in life are forced upon us daw. Kaya talagang dapat i-follow up mo. Okay? But if someone is not really interested, that's okay. And we can do something about that too. Okay? Okay, so that's closing. So far, before I proceed, meron ba kayong tanong? I-break muna natin kasi parang hindi ko kayo nakikita. Ayan. Meron kayong tanong so far, mga coaches? Ninyo yan?
Wala po ako.
Wala? Okay naman ba? Nakakatulong ba so far?
Yes, super.
Yan. I'm happy to hear that. Ngayon ba mas may idea na kayo paano kayo mag-post?
Maganda yung
Yes.
talking with other coaches and mentors.
Yung success stories, coach?
Yeah.
Yan, ginagawa ko yan. Kaya kaya kilala nyo dapat yung mentors and coaches natin para ma-stalk nyo sila. Honestly, closing was the last, closing was the last skill I actually learned in the business. I didn't even know that there's a proper way to close. I just thought after you do a nice presentation, memorize mo yung presentation mo, kahit nakapikit ka pat walang slide, yun na yun. And then I didn't know that you have to close it properly pala and effectively. So dun ko pa later na-realize, ay hindi pala tama yung, so gusto mo mag-join? Ganun na, di ba? Parang, gusto mo nang bumili? Hindi pala ganon. So, this is something that you also have to master after you do an effective presentation. Okay? Kung wala na kayong tanong,
Coach Faye,
I'm gonna go back to the presentation.
wait,
Okay.
your first. Sabi po ni Doc Lee, pwede ba daw wake up sa
Putol kayo, coach. Sorry. Ano yun?
Sabi ni Doc Lee J kung pwede po ba daw
Pwede po recap yung first 5 points.
I think yung pointers mo sa quote, at yung first 5 siguro hindi yan na-catch. Yeah.
Coach, ito ba? What's your story? Close. What's your story? Close. And then, close. Ito yung push button. And then, pangatlo, product recommendation approach. So, sino mga kakilala nila na pwede nilang tulungan na may health issues or concerns. And then, smart positioning. Ito, dinodrawing nyo dapat to. Hindi effective ito pag dinodrawing nyo. So, kailangan medyo practice sa drawing. Ano naman, napaka-artistic ko. Approach naman, which is asking several questions na answer. So, either a scale of 1 to 10, or either, if I can answer all your objections, or at least 3 doubts, will you join? Or an ABC kind of question. Okay? So, yon. Tama ba, Doc Lee Jade? Did you get that now? Hindi ko kasi nababasa yung chat nyo.
Yes, nakuha daw ni Doc Lee J.
Yan. Okay. Wala na. May gusto pa ba kayong ipa-recap? Or if not, then ano na yan? Natutulog na ang baby namin dito sa bahay. Okay na? Okay. So, let's do follow-up naman. Okay? Which is very closely related to closing. Okay? So, no daw does not mean never. O, tandaan natin yan. No does not mean never. No means not right now. Okay? And no means I don't know enough. Okay? So if naka-receive ka ng no today or no kahapon, hindi yun never. It just means not right now or I need to know more information. I don't know enough. Okay? So follow up, again, as I said, there is never a bad prospect. Tandaan nyo yan. Say that to yourself. There is never a bad prospect. Okay? So it's just a wrong timing for the good prospect. Okay? That's true for some of my downlines, and that's true for some of the successful coaches that I know. I remember ko, sabi ko din, nega din siya initially. Diba? But look at her where she is now. She's a mentor and she's a really good mentor. So it was more of getting a good timing. Okay? So 2% happen in the first follow-up, 3% in the second follow-up, 5% in the third follow-up, 10% in the fourth follow-up, and 80% on the fifth to 12 follow-up. Okay? So kung nanega ka na at nag-emo ka na sa first rejection mo pa lang, ate, until fifth follow-up pa to. Okay? So, dapat tandaan natin yan. So, pag nanega ka na at na-emo ka na sa third follow-up, pues, dagdagan mo pa ng 2 beses at makukuha mo na yung sales. Okay? So, 80%. Tandaan natin yan para hindi tayo ma-disappointed agad at ma-discouraged. So 80% of the sales are made after the 5th closing attempt. Attempt meaning first is asking for a sale. So you have to be able to ask it 5 times. Okay? If you haven't asked it 5 times, then that means you have to keep asking more before you get that sale. Second one is doing follow-up 5 times. So if nag-follow up ka sa kanya, hindi pa rin, pues dagdagan mo pa until umabot ka sa 5th follow-up. Okay? Unfortunately, though, a lot of people, about 50% of us, quit after the second closing attempt. Hindi talaga finalo up ko inulit ko nga ayaw talaga Ayan, so meaning, 2 pa lang. So ilan pang kulang? 3 pa pala. So you'll never know until you quit, diba? You'll never know if you quit on the 4th. Hindi mo alam sa 5th follow-up mo pala, finally, naliwanagan na siya na gusto niya palang itry itong product na to. And you'll never know because on the 4th follow-up, you stop already and you quit. Okay? So why people don't follow up? Well, it's really a fear of rejection. Sino dito ang may fear of rejection? Me! Sino ang may fear of rejection?
Ako.
Kayo, may mga fear pa about rejection? Parang hindi na ata Parang confident na. Iba sa inyo Parang yakang-yaka mo. So, this is now the reason that people don't follow up. It's really the fear of rejection. So, if I tell you, Coach Hazel, if tatawagan mo tong 10 tao ngayon in the first 2 hours, within the 2-hour period, bibili sila sa'yo. Pag tatawagan mo tong 10 tao, ngayon din, in the 2 hours that I'm giving you, would you call them?
Yes.
Diba? Would you call them? Ikaw, Coach Hazel, sasabihin ko sa'yo, pag tinawagan mo to, Coach Hazel, ngayong oras na to mismo, confirm na tong bibili sa'yo. Would you do that? Would you call?
I'll do whatever it takes. I will call.
Diba? Kahit long distance pa siguro yan, tatawagan mo, di ba?
Yun talaga ginagawa ko. Tumatawag ako ng long distance yung naglaranas ako ng PPS.
Ayan. Di ba? Pero si Coach Hazel, walang yan. Sa example ko, syempre, si Coach Hazel, sinabihan siya na confirm yon. Tatawagan mo na lang, pero confirm ng bibili. Diba? Pero, syempre, like si Coach Hazel, nung nag-long distance siya in real life, hindi naman sure yon na confirm, diba? Pero ginawa niya pa rin. Kasi bakit? Kasi she wants to follow up. Okay? So, kung sasabihan kang confirm tong bibili, I'm sure tatawag ka agad-agad. Pero the fact na hindi sila confirm bibili, hindi ka tatawag. Kasi bakit? Kasi natatakot ka sa rejection. Ini-expect mo na masasaktan na naman ang puso mo, okay? So what is fear? It's false expectations appearing real, okay? So if we actually just in our head again expect that people will buy, prospects will buy, we'll actually be able to visualize people actually buying from us or people actually joining the business. But if we keep on visualizing na, parang malabo naman, parang hindi ko nakikitang bibili to, hindi ka talaga magpa-follow up. Kasi nakikita mo nang i-reject ka di ba? So going back, visualize success. Okay? Types of follow-up. First is people who are not interested. So tell me yes, tell me no, but tell me fast because I gotta go. Okay? So isn't it easy? Like I used to say when I was starting the business, isn't it easy if you just tell me yes or no and then, let me know, But unfortunately, though, not all people would say no directly, right? So in the ideal world, it would be nice if they can just tell you yes or no, okay? If it's really no, you want to get the no's out. Why? Because if they're not really interested, then that can help you move on na. So it's more of like, your prospect list, it's more of like, hi, salamat, maka-crush out mo na tong taong to. Kasi alam mo ng yes, alam mo ng no. Okay? So the idea there is you have to be able to get the no's out. If it's really a no, then at least you would be able to know it. And how would you know it? By following up. Okay? You'll never know if it's a no unless you follow up. Okay? Again, wrong time for the right prospects. The best prospects daw, according kay Simon Chan, you probably listened to him, are the people daw who are in transition. So look in your prospect list and look around your network. Sino yung mga people in transition? Because those are the best people actually to prospect. Because they are, let's say, just got married, they want to save up for a house, they want extra income, or somebody who just had a new baby and they want to be able to stay at home and take care of the baby, or nobody will take care of the baby, so they have to stay at home. So yung mga transitions na ganito daw, eto daw yung magagandang i-prospect. Okay? And in the US, if you are marketing for the US, people stay in their jobs for about an average of 2 years. So that means after 2 years, people tend to jump to another opportunity. And of course, before they jump sa 2 years na yon, earlier on, few months from that time, they will already start looking for opportunities, right? So, yung time na yon, hindi man sila magja-jump agad without looking for opportunities. And when you actually get to prospect them at the time that they are looking for an opportunity, this is actually the best time for them because they are actually thinking of a change, of something better, something new. Okay? So, tingin-tingin kayo sa network nyo. Kasi even for me, I was nilapitan ako before ng another company, networking company, when I was in the Philippines. And I've never would have thought I would be doing networking. Not because I'm negative with networking. I'm not actually not negative. I've never been negative in networking, but I was just not looking into the business. I was just more of like work, employment, the mindset of an employee. So 2 years ago nilapitan ako, I didn't take the opportunity because I wasn't open to entrepreneurship. But then because of the transition to being a stay-at-home mom and wanting more time with my boys and to take care of my boys, na-change yung mindset ko. And I became a good prospect because the time was good. The right timing siya. Okay? So, for those people who are not interested, you can actually say, it's okay if you're not interested. Thank you for being honest with me. But is it okay to touch base with you, let's say, in 6 months? Or, so, the rule niyan is at least 3 months. The earliest na pwede mong balikan is 3 months. Okay? So, depende sa kausap mo yon. So, you can say 3 months, or is it okay to touch base with you in 6 months to see if you would be open to the opportunity? So, you can say that script. So, is it okay to touch base with you in 6 months to see if you would be open to the opportunity? Thank you for your honesty, and then you say the script. Okay? Pangalawa is people you just presented to. So when you just presented to these people, you do two things. First is you set the specific time to follow up. Okay? Never leave it hanging. Next week, okay? Pa-follow up kita next week. Hindi pwedeng next week. Next week is vague. Okay? So you have to say, let's say if people say, let me think about it. I need to go over some things. It's okay. Don't stop them. It's actually good if they want to get through get the information and get through it first and browse. So you just tell them, yeah, sure. What information do you need? Let me provide it for you. Make sure that you give them something to think about. And then when would be the best time for me to follow up with you? Let's say to follow up with you. Is it okay for me to call you either tomorrow or let's say ano ba tomorrow? Friday tomorrow sa amin. So is it okay to call you on Friday or Saturday? Would that be a good time already to follow up with you? So you give two options about the time. Never leave it hanging as in like next week. Okay? And then you assume the sale already. So meaning, what products would you like to try later on? Tatanungin mo siya. Okay? So hindi mo na sasabihin na, may nagustuhan ka bang product? Diba? Gusto mo ba yung product? Hindi ganon. So you assume the sale. You assume that they want to try the products. You assume that they want to join the business. Okay? So let me ask you, how can you directly ask them when you follow up? Before I give you some of my examples, let me ask you, because you really have to ask them directly. If sa feeling mo sa sarili mo, nahihiya kang magtanong diretso sa kanila, then you have to get over it. Because unfortunately or fortunately, you really do have to ask. You have to ask for the sale and assume the sale. Okay? So, dapat mag-get over mo yung hiya to ask them because you'll never know the answer if you don't ask. Okay? So, what do you think are the questions that you can ask them after you present to them that is direct but also with the assumption of a sale? Hindi yung, do you want to join? Yung ganon. Okay? What questions kaya can you ask? Yan. Ano bang ano nyo? Ano bang mga sa tingin nyo? Hello! Grabe, ang tahimik ko. Nakikita ko lang yung mga pictures na tapos naka-frozen. Ano ba mga questions niya after mag-present? Just share whatever you usually do even, What kind of questions? How do you actually ask them directly? So, na-present ka.
Hello?
O, diba?
Narinig ba ako?
Oo.
Hello?
Coach Joanne. Oo.
Kim?
Ay, Kim ba? Ay,
Apa.
sorry. iPhone kasi ang lumalabas dito.
Oo, yung sa akin. Hindi pinalitan ko yung...
Ayan.
Hindi before, yung na-presenting ko parang, ang sabi ko parang after a week na yun, sinabi ko na parang, sorry, I didn't get your concern about the parang presentation. Parang yun yung tinanong ko sa kanya.
And then, anong sagot niya, Doc?
Hindi, kaya sumali siya sa ibang kasi yung cousin yata yung may ibang networking.
Okay. Pero nung time na tinanong...
Sabi niya, parang hindi mo na siya magsabi.
Okay, so nung
Ano
time
yun?
na tinanong mo siya, anong sagot niya? What's the answer?
Yun, parang sabi niya, parang, hindi mo na siya mag-iusan kasi meron siyang cousin na nag-offer din sa kanya. Parang, doon mo na siya sasali. Parang gano'n.
Okay. So, yun yung concern, yun yung basically yung reason niya. Pero wala siyang tanong na anything. Wala siyang other concern.
Parang, wala siyang, concern. Kasi parang, a day after, nung mag-present ako, parang busy yata siya nung nasa work siya. Sabi niya, tinanong ko kung may tanong ba siya dun sa presentation. Sabi niya, parang sabihin ko na lang sa'yo, parang pag wala kong work.
Kaya lang parang hindi na siya nag-reply noon. Tapos after a week, parang doon ko siya na parang tinanong na parang, sorry, hindi ko na-get yung concerns mo. Tapos yung sinabi niya na parang yung causing niya kasi para mas nauna.
Oh, okay. So, ang tanong niya is, may mga concern ka ba? Which is actually tama, Coach, Doc Kim. So, tama yon. You can ask them if you have concerns or questions. Okay? Yan. Thank you. Sino pa? Ano pang mga questions na ina-ask niyo after a presentation? Especially the direct questions that you ask. Any other ideas or any other things that you do yourself?
Sa akin, Coach Grace, yung like ngayon, may i-follow up ako. Yung sinabi ko sa kanya after siya nag-share na gusto niya maging healthy and then gusto niya yung mga kids niya stay healthy. Tapos yung tinanong ko siya na, sige, ready, ano ba yung products na gusto mong i-order? Tapos yun na, wala na reply.
Ano sabi?
Tinanong ko siya kung ano yung mga products na gusto niyang
Anong sagot niya doon?
bilhin. Hindi, nag-scene zone siya, kaya hindi ko na alam paano siya i-follow.
Okay, sige.
Yun lang. Yung parang tinatanong ko sa kanila kung ano yung nagustuhan nila dun sa, like, ano yung nagustuhan nila, ano yung next na gagawin nila. Yun.
Okay, pero scene zone ka na.
Oo, scene zone na after.
Okay. So siguro, Coach, I will continue pa naman. What you can do exposures. Okay? That's what I would suggest with that situation. You can do exposures. Okay? And I will delve into that later on. Ayun, thank you. Anything else that you can ask directly for after a presentation? Wala na? Cash or credit card? Ganon. Direct question din yon. Yan. O sige, proceed na lang ako. Yan. So, balik tayo. Okay, so some of the questions that you can ask, and you always have to ask. So, you can ask things like, these are examples, okay? So, you can ask like, what did you like best about it or about the presentation? Would you like to get started today? How can I help you to get started today? What is the best way for me to help you to get started today? Nakikita nyo, puro get started today, di ba? Napaka-leading, no? And then, do you have questions before we move forward? Which is like what Doc Kim has shared. Or are you, pag sinabi niyang income yung need niya, di ba? Financial freedom, income, extra income. The good question to ask is, are you ready to start earning income today? Okay? Kung product naman, which product would you like to try today? Which is the example also ni Coach Joanne. Or which would you like to give this a try? Like this, like whatever, product that you're trying to say. And you can ask this direct questions, whether you're moving for products or you're intending the business. So, ito yung mga questions that you can ask. Okay? So we have such a thing as drip list. Okay, what is a drip list? It's basically a list that you can add people in the business that you have just met for the first time, or people that you haven't but you haven't kept in touch in a while. Okay. Another one. So this can be through Facebook, or you have their email, or you have their business card. Okay. Another group of people that you can add in your drip list are those people who are not interested after you have invited them or after they have looked into the info or the presentation. Okay, and you actually keep that drip list because, as I said, you can go back to it at least 3 months from now. Okay, 3 months would be the earliest. Okay, so ang mangyayari niyan is you set them aside, but they will revolve. It will actually, your list of people will revolve from your drip list, then babalikan na naman sila. Okay? So, let me share to you some scripts that might be helpful for a specific group of people. Okay? Script for prospects that avoid you. Okay? So, ito yung pwede nyong sabihin. And this can be tweaked, customized, personalized according to the context and according to how you deliver also, di ba? Okay? So, pwede nyong Tagalogin to. Kayo nang bahala sa Tagalog part. Okay? So hey, hey Anna, I haven't heard back from you. I just want you to know that it's absolutely okay if you're not interested. But please let me know. I don't want things to get awkward. Our friendship is more important than my business. Okay? So, pwede mo tong sabihin sa mga close friends or family mo na ina-avoidan ka na. Okay? And I was listening to Simon Chan last night, and he said, why do people avoid you? Why do people disappear on you and never to be seen again? Okay? So one reason of that is that they don't know how to say no to you. Okay? They don't know how to say no to you. Nahiyas lang mag-no sa'yo kasi baka magtampo ka or masaktan ka and it's gonna be awkward. Okay? Second reason is that they don't want to say no to you directly because they are afraid that you're gonna convince them. So, natatakot sila na pag kakausapin ka nila ulit, sasagutin ka nila ulit, you're gonna try to convince them. Okay? Which will probably be the scenario because you'd probably handle the objections, right? Especially if well-trained ka sa handling objections. Ayan. Pangatlo is they're just really busy. You know, life happens. It's not that these people, every day they wake up to Usana and sleep with Usana in their mind. And you know how people say, oh, I will think about it. But they don't really go home, stay up overnight and just think, will I sign up? Will I sign up? That usually doesn't happen. When they say they're going to think about it, they really don't really think about it. So those are probably the reasons that people seem zone us, avoid us. So this can be something that you can use. Okay. Another is, this is something that I personally use. I think I've learned this from either Ray Higdon or Eric Worre. So I say something like, hi, Anna. Example lang to ha. Sorry, sana walang Anna dito. Hi, Anna. I haven't heard from you, but I hope you are well. If you are not interested with a business, that is completely fine. I know the business is not for everyone. But if you would know somebody who's entrepreneurial, driven, and wants to earn extra income, I would appreciate a referral. Okay? So, ang ginawa ko is I actually assure the person that it's okay. If it's a no, it's okay. You can actually say no to me. And I'm fine with it. Diba? I'm telling the person that I'm actually fine if it's a no. Don't worry about it. And I also say that the business is not for everyone. Basically, what you're saying there is you're rejecting them before they reject you. Okay? The idea there is, hindi mo kailangan ipakita sa kanila na desperada ka at hinahabol mo sila. That's why you reject them before they can even reject you. By them not replying to you, basically, it's a sign of rejection, diba? So you're basically rejecting them before they can reject you. And then you ask for a referral instead. Para fruitful pa rin yung naging conversation nyo at naging interaction nyo at yung effort mo din sa business. Whenever I do this, siguro mga 80% of the time when I send this script, they do reply. Kasi parang you're telling them, I haven't heard from you. Like you're being direct and honest and straightforward to them. So feeling ko mga tao siguro nahiya pag sinasabihin, oh, alam mo, wala na akong narinig sa'yo, pero sana maayos ang kalagayan mo, o di ba, guilt trip. So, you wish them well, kahit hindi ka na sinasagot. So, you try this, and actually for me, like about 80%, nag-end up yung mga scene zone ko, sinasagot ako. Okay? Hindi man necessarily na nag-yes sila mag-sign up, pero sinasagot ako. It becomes a yes or a no finally. Hindi siya vague na hindi ko alam kung mag-move on pa ba ako dito, or follow-up ko ba ng follow-up pa to? Ano ba, interesado ba to? Or hindi? Ganon. Okay? Script naman for cold market prospects that avoid you. Okay? So, basically, ganon. Hey, Anna, I just want to touch base. I haven't heard back from you. So, I'm just going to assume that you're not interested. If I am wrong, please let me know. Either way, let's stay in touch and let me know if you ever need anything. Okay? So, again, you're telling the person, if it's a no, you can just tell me it's perfectly fine with me, but let me know and then stay in touch. Kasi what you don't want to do is to cut and burn the bridge of these people. Because as much as it hurts that there is rejection, you'll never know. It's not a personal thing. It's really a preference. It's not about you. It's really their personal preference, ang rejections. So do not burn bridges. Do not try to cut off the relationship. Hindi na lang tayo mag-best friend kasi hindi ka nag-sign up. Yung mga tipong ganun. Okay? So, always take the initiative to offer that, hey, let's keep in touch. Hey, let's be okay still. Let's meet up sometime, and it's not gonna be about you sana. Okay? You have to assure them that hindi mo lang gusto yung relationship kasi may nakukuha ka sa business. Okay? And another is script for when you feel prospects are just making excuses. Okay? So it says something like this. So, hey, this is Grace. I don't really think this is a good time for you. In order for this business to work, it takes some time on a regular basis. But it was great connecting with you. Let's stay in touch and let me know if you ever need anything. Again, ikaw na yung nagre-reject sa kanila. Inuunahan mo na sila kasi nararamdaman mong marami silang excuses at hindi sila genuinely interested. So you can, again, tell that to them. Syempre, you can convey that in a nice way. And then you can assure them that it's really okay, but you're happy to connect with them. And then again, keep the relationship pa rin. Okay? Let's stay in touch. Let's meet up sometime. Let's catch up. Yung ganon. So, ganon. Okay? Script for when your prospect is not interested. So, no problem. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate you for being honest and direct. I just wanted to present the information because I thought it could be a good fit for you. Let's stay in touch. Do you mind if I follow you up in 3 months? Or I'm really serious about this business. I was just wondering if I can catch up with you on this in 3 months or 6 months. Ganon. So you can say something like that. Okay? Meron sana akong activity, but I think it's a bit late already. But, think about your previous prospects who have been avoiding you, cold market prospects who are avoiding you, or prospects that are making excuses, and people who are just not really interested. So send 1 or 2 of those sample scripts we've just discussed. Feel free to tweak it and customize it. Okay, so we're not gonna do this anymore, but I would actually challenge you. Right after this one, apply agad. Pili ka ng isang script dun sa iniisip mong tao ngayon. I'm sure may iniisip ka at least 1 person ngayon. I-send mo agad yung script na yon as soon as matapos tayo dito. And then see how that goes. Okay? Kaya ba natin yon? Is that pwede bang take-home assignment na lang yon? Yes. Meron akong live nakatabi. Yan. Okay, so may naisip ba kayong pagsisendan ng script sa mga na-example ko?
Oh, yes. Yes, Coach.
Oh, yes talaga eh. Ayan, okay. So I was just talking about exposure a while ago when I think it was Coach Joanne who was giving me her example. So some concepts of following up, okay? Exposure after exposure. And Eric Worre, he's a very famous network marketing coach. You should listen to him and follow him, and Simon Chan as well. So he talks a lot about exposure after exposure really in his book GoPro. So the goal should be just to keep the process alive by setting up the next follow-up exposure, then the next one until they make the decision. So it's really exposure after exposure. It's not one exposure follow-up, that's it. It's not like that. It's really exposure to exposure. So how do I do it? Take them from exposure to exposure, knowing that it will eventually sink in. Do you know that the marketing rule is that you need 21 exposures before a consumer will buy? 21, o diba? So, kung may billboard ka dyan sa EDSA na let's say, mali yung naiisip ko na example sa EDSA. Yung mga sexy na mga, ano bang nasa EDSA na ngayon? Let's say, whitening, okay? Whitening skin, lotion, ganyan. So, 1 to 10 times daw, hindi pa nila mapapansin yan. Okay? 11 to 10 times, that's when they start noticing the billboard daw. 1 to 10, so 11 to 20, hindi na ako marunong mag-count. So 11 to 20, yun na daw, unti-unti nilang mapapansin yung billboard doon, at unti-unti na nilang makukonsider, maganda nga bumili niyan, or maganda nga yan, or okay yan na. Ganon. So yung 21st pa daw na exposure, finally sila magdi-decide before nabibili na sila finally. Okay? So, if kayo, nagsawa na kayo sa isang exposure pa lang, 20 more pa pala. And I think exposure can be done in many ways. It can be done through privately, one-on-one, when you see each other as well in person, through, Facebook, Messenger. It can also be done even with your attraction marketing. Kaya, ini-insert ko lang again dito yung importance talaga ng attraction marketing. Kasi when they get exposed to your feed and you have all this, either your healthy lifestyle or how you're using this product that has helped you with this way specifically, ganon, ilang exposures na yon. Diba? Ilang times nilang makikita yung product sa newsfeed without really saying na sell, buy this. Not really like that. Kasi diba, we talk about social network marketing lang recently. But it's exposure. So again, it goes back to the importance of maximizing social media actually with just exposures pa lang. Yung benefit pa lang ng social media with exposures. Okay? And then you can also do your own one-on-one exposure with them. Okay? So 21 exposures. Okay, let me show you some sample conversations. And then I'll go back to the concepts. Okay, so ito, this is an exposure by event, invitation. So, itong kausap ko, actually kanina umaga lang to, she said she'll think about the Usanimals. Kasi Usanimals yung parang pinag-usapan namin initially. Pero she wasn't open about it. She said, gumagamit naman kami ng vitamins na daw. Pero hindi daw Usanimals. Parang she wasn't sure about it. But I'll let you know. Ganun siya. So, hindi ko alam paano ko siya babalikan. Kasi parang medyo hindi siya responsive nung kausap ko siya. And then, suddenly, we have an event in Cebu, which is unrelated to Usanimals kasi it's Tel Aviv. But I thought it would be a good exposure for her, just in general, to just the products of the Usana. Diba? Because we truly believe in how good our products are. So, I truly believe in Tel Aviv, of course. So I thought, hey, this would be a good exposure for her. Events are actually a good exposure. So if there's any event in our team, really maximize that as exposure to your prospects. So I sent her the invitation and, I gave her information and I'd say, I told her if this is what you use with this is the script that the go-to script na laging tinuturo din ni Eric Worre. If I would use statement. So even inviting, that's very useful. If I invite you to an event, would you be interested to attend? If I invite you for a video chat about the business, would you be open to listen? Ganun segue lang yan sa inviting. But you can even use it when you're actually following up. So I gave her this one. So she was like, work daw siya, so hindi daw pwede. And then suddenly she was like, by the way, magkano nga pala yung vitamins na price? O, diba? So, ginamit ko yung event na exposure, pero bumalik din kami sa vitamins. And then, bumili siya ng essentials. Tapos, yung Usanimas, magpapaalam daw siya sa asawa niya. Tapos, hindi ko na in-screenshot dito, pero sabi ko sa kanya, can I follow up with you on the weekend? Can I get back with you on the weekend after you speak to your husband about the Usanimals? Again, mayroong specific time kung kailan ko siya follow up. Bakit? Kasi you don't want to be annoying. Di ba may nagsabi kanina, I don't want to be annoying. Exactly. And how can you not be annoying? By setting a specific time as to when you can follow up. Don't leave it hanging. Kasi ang mangyayari, habol ka ng habol, mapapagod ka, and then you also look annoying. And you don't want that. So always, before you end the conversation, always ask for a specific time that would be a good time for the other person also to follow up. Okay? Another way for exposure is mga previously presented to. So, etong person na to, actually downline ko na siya ngayon. Baka andito siya. I presented to her a year ago. And I was not able to sign her up. But I kept, the communication open, of course. And then I recently got in touch with her. This was before this was the week that I was running for bronze. And I actually came back to her to ask to update her. So ang naging script ko is, Ate, by the way, I'm updating all my clients and the people I've previously presented to about our newest high-performance skincare, Celavive. Can I send you brochure and some details here? So, ang intention ko lang was to give her updates. I didn't even say I want to sell her something. I didn't even use the word sell. So, I just wanted to update her. So, you can use that script also. And then, ang nangyari sa conversation na to, just to cut it short, is she got interested with trying out the serum. And then, she started thinking about signing up as PC. And then, eventually, with smart positioning also, I was able to sign her up with a 3 business center. So can you imagine, 1 year ago, I didn't get to get her as part of my team. But then, just with offering an update about Celavive and from Serum, I was able to, actually, she became part of my team. And she's here now. I'm very happy to have her in the team. Okay? So you can actually do that as well. So balikan niyo yung mga PC niyo, yung mga presenta niyo, as if you can give them updates. And by the way, ako talaga, if I ask to share some details, some updates, and then ang person hindi nagsabi ng yes, I actually don't send anything. Do not send information without asking and getting the consent sa kausap nyo. Why? Because first, it's annoying for them. You know, can you imagine, unsolicited yan, pinapadalhan mo ako, I didn't even ask for it. Second is, parang walang value yung pinadala nyo. Para kang namigay, tapos, hindi naman lababasahin yan, or itatapon lang nila yan. So it would be good if you ask them, kasi nakikita nila na, hey, if you can look at this, then I would give it to you. But if you don't want this, then I'm not gonna give this to you because this is also valuable information. Diba? Nagmumukha kang professional, nagmumukhang may value yung binibigay mo, at hindi ka lang nagbibenta. Okay? So yun. Another one is, ito namang example na to is several consecutive exposures within a short span of time. So, hindi to tipong 1 month after, 2 months after. This was several. So, this started with a conversation on February 26. And then you can see later it ended about April. Okay? So, parang March, 2 months. About 2 months of conversation. Okay? So, consecutive. So, first, siya actually ang nag-ask about my attraction marketing. About Celavive. And then after she asked me, I gave her information. And then hindi siya nagre-reply agad. So again, a few days later, and this is just like 2-3 days gap lagi. Good morning, ate. Kumusta po kayo? Naka-choose ka na ba sa gusto mo? So I didn't say, may nagustuhan ka ba? I said, naka-choose ka na ba sa gusto mo? I was assuming the sale already. And then follow up a few days after. So, minsan hindi siya nagre-reply. So, I would say, eto, ang ginawa ko is my brochure, apparently, promo voucher sa Singapore na promo. So, you have to be updated also with what's going on in that market. Kasi kung may promotion yan, dapat i-maximize mo yan. So, eto, na-found out ko na may promo voucher promo sa Singapore, sinabihan ko siya. As exposure. By the way, we have a promo and this is the info. Okay? And then, hindi pa rin, she was still thinking about it. So, what I actually decided is I gave her a picture of my first try of Celavive and also first try of Celavive, and then sinabihan ko siya ng recommendations. Kasi sometimes you may have to kind of be more direct with your prospects. Kasi minsan, nalilito sila, hindi naman nila alam yung Biomega, Proflavanol, Glucamon, di ba? Parang hindi nila alam yon. Kaya sometimes you have to really give your product recommendations based also on their needs. Kasi it's easier for them. If you expect them to read the brochure, my goodness, that will take 1 year and they haven't read that still. So, you have to, pag ganito, pag nakikita mong nahihirapan siya, wala siyang time masyado para i-review, ikaw na ang mag-guide sa kanya based on concerns niya. So, ang ginawa ko dito, nagbigay ako ng recommendations. Okay? And then, another one na naman, so, parang sabi lang niya maganda yung picture ko. Sabi niya, uy, ganda. Hindi pa rin siya nagsabi na bibili siya kung ano bibili niya. So, okay. Another day na naman, I was like, how was your weekend? And then, by the way, I wanted to share to you my 1 month before and after with Celavive. So, ito naman yung before and after ko. Again, another exposure. Okay? And then, I actually sent her other before and after photos also of our team. Okay? So, another exposure. So, you have to have this information basically. Kasi kung wala ka ring info to share, wala ka ring exposure. Okay? So, you can send them videos and pictures and links. Insta Health from our Limitless. We also have What's Up Usana. Kunwari, may nakakita kang article about diabetes sa Ask the Scientist and itong about diabetic tong prospect mo, share the information kasi valuable din yan, makakatulong din sa kanya yan. Okay, so you have to have all this group of resources. Okay, so again, March 19 na to, imagine niyo February 26 pa yon. So sabi niya lang, maganda pa rin yung pictures ko. Okay, tapos sabi niya, send ko sa'yo yung card detail anytime. Okay, so sabi ko, okay, so what you can do, pag may ganong interest na, send mo agad yung information na kailangan mo sa kanya. I just need this information to sign you up, ate, ganito, ganito, ganito. Whether PC or business associate, send mo agad. Okay? Kasi nagsabi na siyang send ko sa'yo yung card details. Meaning, may kino-consider niya ng bumili. Okay? So ako, nag-a-assume din akong bibili siya. So I need these details. Okay? So, and then after that, wala pa rin, March 19. March 29, sabi ko sa kanya, may good news ako. Nag-smart positioning ako. So this was my run na kasi. So sabi ko, may good news ako, ate. Ate Elma, she knows kasi Ate Elma is joining my team. Tapos, ginamit ko sa kanya itong diagram. So, pinadala ko sa kanya to. So, sabi ko, if you're gonna join, ito yung magiging makakatulong po sa safe language. Okay? And then, I also gave her a sense of urgency. Sabi ko, I can help you with the points that you need to sign up with one business center, but I need to know your answer by Friday. Okay? So, I created a sense of urgency. Kasi tutulungan kita, may something akong offer sa'yo, but you also have to help me out because I want the answer. I need the answer by Friday because I was also running kasi. So, make sure that you create a sense of urgency. Okay? Ito yung diagram. And then, eventually, sabi niya, bibili daw siya. So, April 12 na to. Okay? So, February pa tong conversation na to. April 12 na to. So, sabi niya, bibili ako ng Celavive at the end of April. Okay? So, sabi niya, pero ang nangyari, okay. Yan. So, ang nangyari is, so create a sense of urgency. Sinabi ko sa kanya na, again, sinabi ko na naman sa kanya, I can help you with the points. And then I actually asked if I can chat with her quickly. Pero ang nangyari nung sabi niyang April 12, sabi niyang nagpaalam na daw siya, end of April. Actually, that day mismo, na-close ko yung sale. So, hindi na siya inabot si ate ng end of April. Nag-sign up na siya that day mismo because I created a sense of urgency and I also did smart positioning with her. So, hindi na kami inabot ng April. Finally, from February 26 to April 12, na-close ko na yung deal at naging part na rin siya ng team ko. And I'm very happy to have her also. Okay? Yan. So, ask for the sale. Remember, ask for the sale. Ask for the information that you need. What products would you like to get started with? Ask for the sale. I can never repeat that. I can never underestimate about asking for the sale because you really need to ask for the sale. Okay? And then close. And then natuwa pa ako kasi sabi niya, she wanted to do something new with her life. Madami na daw nag-invite talaga sa kanya sa Usana but di niya talaga pinursu. Tapos sabi ko, I can relate with that. That's why I went into this. And then I asked, what made it different for you this time na nag-decide ka finally? And then she said, what made me decide is you. O, diba? Sobrang heartwarming yung sinabi niya na actually na-motivate ako, na-inspire ako doon. Yan. So, na-close ko finally, okay? Pero, I would not have been able to close if I stopped the third follow-up or the fourth follow-up na hindi siya nag-reply agad. And, she didn't reply because she was really just busy. And that's what I told you. People sometimes just really are busy. It's not that they're rejecting us, but, they're not online as much as we are. So, we have to kind of really be patient with waiting, okay? So the examples that I gave you actually are these concepts that I'm gonna share to you. So concept 2 is condense the exposures for better results. So wag masyadong mahaba yung intervals because it's harder to follow up. By the time they get distracted, they get prospected by other people, yung isi-save up sana sa business na shopping, na gastos, wala nang pambili ng vitamins kasi nag-shopping, mga tipong ganon. So, condensed it in a short span of time, like what I did, okay? Although, inabot pa kami ng 2 months noon. How to do it after the presentation, let them try the product or ask them to watch a video, attend events, get them into the webinar, di ba may Hakot Live tayo, pwede mo yung meron din tayong product training sometimes na pwede ang mga prospects natin. Try to do it within 1 week. If not, try to do it close gaps. Okay? By the way, may mga videos tayo sa YouTube, sa Usana, like compensation plan, overview of Usana. You can actually use that as exposures also. I also use that. Just a review for them after the presentation. They might not understand the compensation plan right away. So I would ask if I can send them the link and if they can watch it. Again, another exposure. Again, as I said, create a sense of urgency. Okay? Hindi pwedeng you just leave it open. Kasi if wala ding sense of urgency, hindi din niya mararamdaman that she has to make that decision now. Okay? How do you do it? Smart positioning. Saying, I have joiners this week, or I'm running for a promotion like what I did. And then again, 48-hour rule. Okay? You have to be able to convey what's in it for them. Okay? As I said, communication, keep the communication lines open. Kahit na-reject ka pa, wag mong i-cut off yon. So, promote yourself as much as you do with your products. Remember, they listen to the messenger, they buy into the messenger before they buy into the message. So, promote yourself also. Keep on liking and commenting in their posts. Dapat ma-feel nila yung presence mo sa buhay nila. Hindi lang yung hindi kayo nag-usap ng 5 taon, 10 taon, tapos bigla kang nag-alok sa kanya ng Usana. And then send relevant, valuable information consistently, relentlessly, and regularly. Pag special events, by the way, special occasions, dapat na nasa kayo, nagpo-prospect kayo nagpo-follow up kayo kasi it's a good time to greet Mother's Day, to greet Christmas, New Year. Ako talaga pag may ganung special events, sobrang busy talaga ako online kasi talaga I send greetings, I greet them in their birthdays kasi you also have to make them feel na you're in it for the relationship. Hindi lang kung kailan mo lang sila bibentahan. Okay? So special occasions, make use of that also. Number 5, overcoming objections. As I said, this is something that's overlapping in all talaga your skills. Okay, so once objection is handled, close it. Again and again, ask more closing questions. So the key is to never quit. Keep doing follow-ups and handling objections until all objections are handled. So let's say, may questions ka ba that I can help you with? Tapos sabi niya, ano tong auto-order? Di ba? Eto ba to? Ano ba to? So, handle mo yon. I-clarify mo yon. After that, you ask if you have any more questions. Kung wala ng questions, again, go back to your closing. So, would you like to get started today? Or what products would you want to get started with? And then, may objections pa pala ako kasi ganito pala yun. Bakit ang mahal? Ganito. Again, handle it. And then, do you have any more questions? If wala, close again. So, handle objections, close. Handle objections, close. Always be closing. ABC. Always be closing. So, ang key pala nito is dapat hindi ka nauubusan ng closing questions. Dapat may variety siya kasi syempre, di ba, maubusan ka. So, when do you want to get started? Okay po. So, when do you want to get started? Di ba, parang robot na pabalik-balik. So, you have to have a variety of questions. Kaya kanina tinanong ko kayo, what direct questions can you ask? Kasi you have to have a variety of this para whenever handle ka objection, pag close mo, medyo variance naman ng question mo kanina, hindi yung pabalik-balik na para kang sirang plaka. Have about 20 closing questions in variety, okay? So, eto mga critical hidden objections. Will you help me? Will I earn in this? Can I do this? So, these are objections that you have to be able to handle also because that's part of closing. Okay? Alam mo dati, ang pinaka-dread ko na topic is handling objections. Pero nung inaral ko talaga siya ng inaral kasi na-assign din akong mag-share, alam mo, na-appreciate ko ang handling objections. And it actually made me confident when people start asking questions. Because questions means they are interested. When they do not have questions, meaning they're not interested and they want to finish this as soon as possible. Okay? So be happy when they have questions. Okay? So, another training yung handling objections, you make sure that you also master that part. Okay? So once objection is handled, close and ask more closing questions. The key is to never quit. So when prospect overcomes the objections, we actually help them get started with what they want, with what they need, and what they don't want. So we're actually helping when we're actually overcoming their objections. Okay? Concept 6, the right questions. So again, these are about the same questions that I gave you kanina. So you have to have this as ammunition. Dapat memorize nyo sa head yan yung mga variety of this. Again, would you like to get started today? What can I do to help you get started? Would you like to know other ways to help you get started? What is the best way for me to help you get started? Okay? Ask. You're an expert, lead them to an action step. So dapat ikaw yung nagli-lead sa conversation. When the conversation is being led by your prospect or by your guest, then you are not in control. Okay? And you have to be in control when you want to close a deal. So when the prospect answers those questions na kanina, go for the close and ask these questions. Then let's get you started right now. All I need are the following information. So, di ba, may mga information tayo, name, birthday, and then you can ask, do you want to go for customized or do you want the discounted startup packages? Do you want to start with 1 BC or 3 BC? Or when are you available to get the products? Cash or credit? Sabi nga ni Mentor Eric, you practice daw sa face, sa mirror, and saying cash or credit na hindi nagbi-blink yung eye mo. Cash or credit, o diba? So, dapat ma-practice mo yan, matanong mo in front of your, na cash or credit. Tapos, huwag kang pumiyok. Okay? Ayan. Or nakikita nilang kinakabahan ka. Yeah, never quit. Follow up again and again. 70% of people will make their buying decision after 5 points of contact. So key points to remember, again, no one will call you back even if they're interested. So kahit feeling mo interested yan, kailangan mo pa rin silang tanungin at tawagan. The fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is not in the presentation because you don't get pay-ins with that. You actually get it when you follow up and you close. There's never a bad prospect. Again, just the wrong time for the right prospect. Follow-up after follow-up. So, ito naman, sa users naman to, medyo share ko lang to konti. So, how do you follow up users? You thank your customers, of course, and then call customers 2 days after the sale. So, you have 0, 2nd day, 7th day, and the 28th day. Okay? So, periodically call your customers to inquire about reorders. Invite them to product trainings, send some InstaHealth infos or other information that might be valuable for them. And then, brochures, product information, keep a customer profile. So, ano ba tong customer profile? It can look something like this. So, client profiling. So, you'd need their age, their medication, their present health conditions, what kind of work that they do, date of purchase, what did they purchase, ano yung dosage na sinabi mo sa kanila, yung price na binigay mo sa kanila kasi baka mamaya may difference, diba? Tapos, ano yung possible repurchase date nila, which is about 28 days, kasi diba 1 month. Yun. So, keep a profile of this for your users naman, para you know when to follow up. Okay? This is for the product users specifically. So, never stop asking. Some of the best leaders in the network marketing required numerous follow-up attempts before enrolling. So, can you imagine if yung sponsor nila stop following up? 'di ba? Yung mga leaders natin, I'm sure hindi sila first one time lang na follow up, 'di ba? Even for me, I was asked twice for the about joining USANA, and a lot of the people that I know also was not first time also. So can you imagine if you stop asking? So wala na sana, 'di ba? So in closing, this sounds easy, but it's difficult to do. All of us come into the business with the hope of recruiting some great people. It's hard to disconnect from those expectations, but you need to remember we are not hunters. We are not sharks. Our job is to educate people and help them understand what we have to offer. We act as consultants, offering suggestions on how people can live a better life. Ayan! Tapos na po! Hi! Thank you! Ayan. Coach Iris, may gusto ka bang i-share? May call a friend kasi ako dito, kaya minamaximize ko lang din na may goal
May time
direct.
pa ba sila? Baka they need.
Maybe a quick one lang, Coach. Kung may gusto ka bang pakinggan natin si Coach Iris. She's a goal director. She's cross-line natin siya. She's also from Extreme. And she lives in New Jersey. So she's in New York. It's about 11:30 na. Grabe yung commitment ni Coach Iris. Uwi pa sila sa New Jersey. And it's almost midnight here. May baby pa sila.
Yeah, buti tulog na. Hello, coaches! Yeah, by the way, pakilala muna ako. I'm Irishan Villaflor. I'm from Batangas, Lipa. So, kung may mga kilala kayo doon, we have an office there. Tapat lang ng Lasal, Lipa. So, you can message me or add me if you have questions. By the way, lahat ng sinabi ni Coach Grace, as in, natakal niya lahat. And regarding dun sa story, ang closing usually is story mo. Or mirroring. If you have, like, for example, makikinig ka talaga sa mga stories ng mga cross lines, down lines, leaders, and then, yun yung isi-share mo. Pero, at the end of your presentation, yung story mo ang pakikinggan ng guest mo. For example, I'm a nurse by profession. So, and then, may baby ako. I became a goal director February 2014. So, 4 years ago. And then, I moved here October 2014. So, ang daming nangyari. And then, basta nung nag-start ako sa Pinas, I was a volunteer nurse. So, walang sweldo in short. And then somebody asked me about USANA, and then I attended the presentation, and then nagustuhan ko siya kasi yung products itself. And then hindi ko na-realize yung income kasi akala ko yung income hindi totoo. Parang, sige, try ko lang yung products. But sa totoo, yung products na nakuha ko in 2 weeks na move ko, I started 1 BC and then nagawa ko siya ng 3 BC. So, dun pa lang, so for example, that was 35,000 lahat-lahat. In just a month, nakuha ko yung puhunan ko, at the same time, meron akong profit. So, sabi ko, totoo ang USANA. Hindi ako nanloko ng tao, shinare ko lang yung ganda ng product, so nabawi ko yung puhunan ko. Like nung narinig ko kay Coach Grace, may mga nag-start ng mga franchise. Sa totoo, 200,000. Yung 200,000, hindi mo yon makukuha agad. Maybe a year or 2 years, it depends. Minsan nga, hindi mo pa mababawi. With USANA, totoo, mababawi mo siya. Pero kailangan ng effort. Hindi yan instant money. So, once you talagang bibigyan mo siya ng time, bibigyan mo siya ng effort, talagang babalik yon. And then, totoo ba yung $1,000? Kasi ako noon, masaya na ako sa $40 and sa 1,250 pa noon. Kasi that time, wala akong sweldo as a nurse. So, I'm happy na ng $40. And then after noon, 100, 200, 400, and then sunod-sunod na. So, kung ngayon nag-start kayo, mas maganda. Kasi bakit nandyan yung energy, nandyan yung super positive ka, super excited ka. Ano yun? Lahat happy, positive. So, tuloy-tuloy nyo. And sa mga medyo matagal na, okay lang yan. Kasi maraming mga milyonaryo sa USANA, hindi sila naging milyonaryo in one day, in 1 month, or in 1 year. ang pagkakapareho lang natin is consistency. At the same time, tatanong nyo, bakit gold director pa rin ako ngayon? It's been 4 years. It's because na-share ko na to kay Coach Grace. So baka may mga pwede kayong pag-sharean. So yung aking sobra ako hinihigal. Wait lang ha. Parang kinakabahan ako kasi ngayon lang ulit. Anyway.
Okay,
so,
na-impromptu ko kasi si Coach, kaya hindi siya na-prepare.
Oo, hindi ako prepared, Coach. At ang tagal kong hindi nag-train. Anyway, so, nung pumunta ako dito, so, na-diagnose ako. In just a week, na-diagnose ako. If you know somebody na may SLE or we call it lupus. So, for sure, may mga kilala. So, it's an autoimmune disease. So, na-hospitalize ako for almost 3 months, on and off. So, ICU, as in second life ko na. So, maraming reasons kung bakit, kasi unknown yon, unknown ang history or unknown kung bakit ka may lupus. Pero yung nag-trigger nun, stress. At the same time, so I stopped, and then, ang tagal ko nawala sa USANA. And then, bumalik lang ako last year, 2017. Pero doon sa 3 years na yon, I never stopped na mag-auto-order. So, yung business, yung sinasabi, share ko ulit yon sa business, totoo yon. Kahit, kapag nakapag-start ka ng momentum, na-establish mo ang business mo, totoo, meron siyang passive income. So, even hindi ko siya ginagawa before, hindi ako active, may pumapasok sa bank account ko. Yung bank account ko noon, nasa Pinas pa lang. So, change ko lang siya last year. And then, I decided na, sige, gawin ko ulit ang USANA. Kasi ng family ko, naging against, they thought na naging stressor ko ang USANA. Pero sa totoo, ang daming stress. Hindi lang yun. Pero yun yung how you handle yung stress mo. At the same time, alam mo yung after ko napagdaanan lahat yung experience ko. So, ano ba to? Nagpa-check up ako last month. Last month. And yung rheumatologist ko, sinabihan ako na possible na tanggalin nila yung Plaquenil. That Plaquenil is yun yung gamot for lupus. Lifetime yun. And kung may mga kilala kayong may lupus patient, hindi yun sasabihin ng doktor kasi nga lifetime. So nagulat ako sa doktor ko na pwede niyang tanggalin. Kasi for 4 years, I have no flare-ups. Everything is normal, my loves. At the same time, sabi hindi na daw ako hindi naman sinabi, pero mahihirapan na ako magkaanak. But right now, I have my baby girl and buntis ako. I'm 7 months pregnant. So hindi totoo na hindi ako magkakaanak. At the same time, yun nga, I've been a lot of chemo. So, basta, alam mo yung, pwede mo matackle sa closing mo, ang business, ang health, and kailangan sincere ka talaga sa sasabihin mo. Alam mo yung eye-to-eye contact, ang laki ng tulong yan. Kung lalo na in person, kayo mag-uusap, once na maramdaman ng kausap mo na sincere ka, as in, pwedeng on the spot pay-in.
Wow.
To be honest,
Eye contact lang pala, on the spot na.
To be honest, when I was in the Philippines, lahat ng mga pay-ins ko on the spot.
Whoa.
Yun yung
Pahawa ako, pahawa.
Yun yung time na yun, ha? Pero ngayon kasi, parang nag-start ulit ako as bago. So, kaya gusto ko makinig sa lahat ng trainings nyo. As in, hindi ako gold director dito. Katulad nyo ako, nag-start ako. So, basta, ang kilang dito, training, and yes, upline. And share nyo yung stories nyo. Kasi yung story nyo, dun bibili yung mga tao. So, sobrang, yun. Pero ako talaga, ang dami kong natutunan kay Coach Grace. As in, ang dami kong naisulat. So, yun, i-apply lang natin. And ngayon, may nag-message sa akin. Totoo yun, yung change ng transition. Kasi I have a friend from Canada. kakapanganak lang niya, so 1 year siyang wala. And then, gumagamit siya ng USANA. Sabi ko, tama-tama, habang wala kang ginagawa, gusto mo ng extra income. Kasi nung nag-start ako sa USANA last year, yun yung kinuwento ko sa kanya, hindi ko kinuwento yung past ko. Last year, ito yung nakatulong sa amin ng asawa ko. Kasi yung asawa ko lang yung nag-work. Alam mo yung income ko, yung kinikita ko sa USANA, siya na yung pang-grocery ko, may yung extra talaga. Tapos yung sweldo ng asawa ko, siya yung pambayad sa bills. Diba? Ang laking tulong nun. So, yung transition ng buhay, tama-tama, gamitin na natin.
Yan.
So,
apply agad, diba?
That's it.
Ayan. Thank you, Coach. Papahawa ako kasi for gold director.
Wait, tinan mo, law of attraction, naka-red na ako.
Ayan, thank you so much, Coach. Na-share nga ni Coach kanina, we had dinner yung story niya. I was really inspired kasi sobrang daming challenges niya, pero parang hindi niya binitawan yung product. Diba? So, makikita niyo naman din na naka-benefit din si Coach, hindi lang sa finances, pero yung health niya, diba? Which is the most important para sa akin. So, you can use that closing. Again, the more stories, the more things that you can share. So, yun. Ayan. So, thank you again, Coach Iris.
Thank you, Coach
Tignan mo,
Reyes.
gold director, pero yung attitude niya, open mind, nagno-notes pa, di ba? Gold director na nga yan, di ba? So, dapat talaga ganun yung attitude, di ba? Kaya siya gold because of that attitude. Anyway.
Pahawa sa inyo.
So, ayan. Coaches, may questions ba kayo before we end? I know medyo extended to. We didn't start din kasi on time. So, meron.
Meron.
Ayan, sino? Coach Hayes?
Doc Kim.
Ay, Doc Kim. Ayan. Ayan, Doc Kim, yes.
Paano mag-follow up ng parang hindi pa naka-attend ng presentation? Yung parang ang hirap niyang, yung parang hindi mo sure kung interesado siya.
Bali, ano bang gusto niyong mangyari, Doc?
Hindi parang ma-presentan siya, kaya lang parang wala siyang oras. Or parang wala siyang, hindi mo rin siya mapuntahan personally, tapos hindi rin okay yung internet, kasi parang data lang na hindi siya makapag-zoom. Yung parang iniisip ko nga yung sa video na para magkaroon man lang siya ng yun.
Yes. So, nagawa ko na rin yun, Doc, kasi merong mga tao na medyo mahilig sa internet, lalo na, sa may Mindanao area, may mga pinoprospect ako, pero grabe yung pag umulan lang, nawawala na yung internet. Grabe.
Oh, yeah.
So, ganun, Coach, you can ask, again, use the if and would you. Do not just send her a link. So, say something like, Anna, if I give you a video link, mapapanood mo ba siya? And then, sasabihin niya, okay, sige. When do you think mapapanood mo siya? So, let's say, sasabihin niya this week. So, sasabihin ko, Saturday kaya, sa tingin mo? Okay, so Saturday. So, sa tingin mo ba by Sunday or by Monday, pag tumawag ako sa'yo or mag-catch up ako sa'yo, napanood mo na, is it a good time to follow up na by then? So, ganon, Coach. Tapos, you make sure that you follow up on the designated time na pinag-usapan nyo. If ever, anong gagawin mo? Let's say, nagtanong ka, napanood mo na ba? Tapos, hindi niya napanood. So, again, it's the same. It's okay, I understand. So, sasabihin mo, i-assure mo lang, it's okay, life happens, we are busy, we are moms, or something like that. And then, go back to question number 2. So, when do you think you can watch it? And then, go to question number 3. When would be the good time for me to catch up or follow up with you on that? So, ganon. And then, just keep going back until mapanood niya. Just keep asking those questions, actually. Ayun. Does that answer your question, Doc?
So, paano yun, Coach? Kunyari kung pinadala mo, tapos papadalan mo uli, parang ulitin yung
Hindi. Nasend mo
video.
naman yung link, di ba? So, nasa kanya na yung link.
Para ipa-follow up lang.
O, ipa-follow up mo lang. Pero tanongin mo siya is, first is, mapapanood niya ba? Gusto niya ba? Pangalawa is, kailan niya mapapanood? Pangatlo is, when would be the best time to catch up or follow up with her on that? After niya mapanood, of course.
Okay.
Ayan. Tapos, hindi napanood, just go back to the same question again. Kailan ka magpa-follow up?
Okay.
Ayan. Does that help?
Yes, Coach. So, may isa pa. Paano kung kanyari yung in-offer mo sa kanya parang business, tapos parang hindi yata siya interesado, parang paano mo siya i-turn into parang products muna, pero hindi mo pa siya na-presentan?
Okay. So again, you have to be able to know anong relevant needs niya sa health para maalok mo siya ng products. Kasi mahirap kasing meron kami dito, meron din kami ganito, ganyan. So you're basically selling na, di ba? So act as a consultant, doc. Of course, you're a doctor. I am sure you can easily get that health needs, out. So, and then when you say, would you, so it's okay, Kim, if you're not interested with the business, that's fine with me. The business is not for everyone. But given your, I picture, so given your weight loss, let's say, given na gusto mong mag-lose ng weight, would you like to try, let's say, Nutri-Meal? And then you say, this, anong benefits niya? And then, would you want to get started with that? Ganon. When do you want to lose weight? Or when do you want to get help with your diabetes? Or when, so, depende kung need niya, coach. So, ganon. Nasagot ko ba yung tanong?
Yes.
Yan. Okay, Doc. Thank you. Any questions, Pam? Any concerns? Wala na? Wala nang... May natutunan ba kayo?
Yes!
Si Coach Irie supporting.
Yes.
Yan. May natulong naman to. May
Super.
takeaway naman kayo.
Take home.
May take home naman kayo. Si Coach Irie sa New Jersey, may take home siya pa uwi.
Oo, kaya okay lang.
Ayan. So, kung going once, going twice, pwedeng magtanong lang ako ng 2 tao just to help me check also if, this was helpful. Can I ask 2 people at least to share maybe their biggest takeaway or action plan after hearing what you heard? Can anybody volunteer without me calling?
Ako ko.
Go. Si Doc.
Siguro yung script. Yung script mo.
Yung script ko. So, yun yung parang biggest takeaway na helpful sa'yo.
Yes.
May particular
Parang
script ba
totoo.
doon, Doc? Or just all the script?
Siguro yung mga hindi yung mga scene zone na hindi na talaga nag-reply after ilang follow-up.
Okay.
Yung mga friends mo na, yun, yung magandang script.
Yan. Nice to know. Salamat, Doc. Okay. Maybe one more?
Ako, Coach.
Yan, Coach Joanne.
Never be afraid to follow up your prospect 5 times.
So, hindi pa 4 times, di ba?
Kasi
Kailangan.
nahiya.
Ano yun, Coach, naputol?
Oo. Ay, sorry.
Ayan.
Nahiya ako kasi yung sinabi mo kanina, Coach Grace, na usually pag sa second time na nag-follow up ka, parang parang ayaw mo nang mag-follow up. So, talaga, 90% talaga of pay-ins is on the 5th follow-up. And yung script din, Coach Grace, na yung tinuro mo sa amin na yung mag-ask ka ng permission to touch base every 3 months or yung ganon. So, yun. Yun lang.
Thank you. Sana nakatulong. Anybody? Wala
Thank you, Coach.
Ayan. So, if wala na, thank you so much for staying until now and thank you for investing your time in growing your business, okay? In everything that you do, ikaw ang first person na makaka-benefit nito, actually. So, I commend you for being here. Thank you and good night, everybody. Good morning. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.